CM Punk is back. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Saturday, August 21st, 2021. A big welcome to those of you listening on WrestleMap.com. You can bring our updates to your website. Email us, desk@justprowrestlingnews.com.
AEW.
The big moment just about everyone was expecting happened last night. CM Punk returned to major professional wrestling on last night's AEW Rampage to a thunderous ovation from more than 14,000 fans at Chicago's United Center. It's been more than 7 years since CM Punk abruptly left WWE.
Try to understand that I was never going to get healthy physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, staying in the same place that got me sick in the first place.
That clip from last night's Rampage. So what comes next? Punk agreed to a match at All Out against Darby Allin, and AEW announced Punk will appear on next Wednesday's Dynamite. There was some wrestling on last night's show. Jurassic Express beat Private Party to advance to the finals of the Tag Team Eliminator Tournament. They'll face the winner of Wednesday night's match between the Lucha Brothers and the Varsity Blonds, and that match will happen on next Friday's Rampage. The tournament winner gets the next tag title shot against the Young Bucks inside a steel cage at All Out. Also last night, Jon Moxley submitted Daniel Garcia, and Jade Cargill made quick work of Kiera Hogan.
WWE.
More than 40,000 fans are expected at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas this evening for SummerSlam. John Cena challenges Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in the main event. On last night's SmackDown, Reigns raised the stakes and said he will leave WWE if he loses to Cena. Also tonight, Bobby Lashley defends the WWE Championship against Goldberg. Sasha Banks challenges Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's title. Belair was back on SmackDown last night, where she beat Zelina Vega and Carmella in separate non-title matches. Banks did not appear on the show. Nikki ASH will put the Raw Women's title on the line tonight in a three-way against Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. Sheamus defends the United States Championship against Damian Priest. Team RK Bro challenges AJ Styles and Omos for the Raw tag titles. The Usos defend the SmackDown tag titles against Rey and Dominic Mysterio. Jey Uso pinned Rey on last night's SmackDown after Rey took a moment to scold Dominic for trying to cheat on his behalf. Also on the SummerSlam card tonight, Edge versus Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, and Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Getting back to last night's SmackDown, Big E briefly retrieved his Money in the Bank briefcase from Baron Corbin. However, Corbin was able to re-steal it, and he got away. Natalya was back on SmackDown last night. She and the other half of the WWE Women's Tag Champs, Tamina, lost to Tegan Nox and Shotzi. That win puts Shotzi and Nox in line for a title shot. Intercontinental Champ King Nakamura and Rick Boogs beat Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. Boogs pinned Crews. Also last night, Otis pinned Montez Ford. Coming up on Sunday, it's NXT TakeOver 36. Samoa Joe will wrestle a match for the first time since February of last year as he challenges Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship. The NXT UK Championship is on the line as Walter defends against Ilya Dragunov. Raquel Gonzalez puts her NXT Women's Championship on the line against Dakota Kai. Plus Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in a 3 Stages of Hell match. And Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight. Knight's $1 Million Championship is on the line. But if Grimes loses, Ted DiBiase must become LA Knight's new butler. Also, a pre-show match was just announced on Friday. Ridge Holland versus Trey Baxter.
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor is running its second straight night at Philadelphia's 2300 Arena. The main event of tonight's Glory by Honor card is Matt Taven versus Vincent inside a steel cage. Taven's future shot at the ROH World title is on the line.
Impact Wrestling.
Christian Cage is still the Impact World Champion. He pinned Brian Myers with the kill switch in the main event of last night's Impact Plus exclusive Emergence. Christian's next title challenger is Ace Austin. and that match will happen at Victory Road, another Impact Plus exclusive coming up on September 18th. Austin won a 4-way number 1 contenders match last night, rolling up Sami Callihan for the pin. Josh Alexander beat Jake Something to retain the X Division title last night. The Good Brothers are still the Impact Tag Champs. They survived a 3-way against Violent by Design's Joe Doring and Rhino, and Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Carl Anderson rolled up Rhino for the pin. The rest of VBD was not pleased with Rhino. Kylie Ray is the latest name announced for the NWA's Empower pay-per-view on August 28th. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Saturday, August 21st. Be sure to check out our social media later today as we reveal the next 10 names in our Future 50 countdown of the world's top pro wrestlers aged 25 and younger. We also invite you to subscribe to this feed so you don't miss our next update. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.